And good afternoon. Welcome to Today's Race is presented by Fidelity First. Beautiful Sunday afternoon for horse racing and football. We have it all for you today here at Laurel Park. Come on out here. Have a big Sunday fun day with us. Real quick, yesterday was the Mike Trombetta, Julian Pimentel show. They both teamed up. They teamed up for 3 wins. It was Trombetta and Pimentel for all 3 winners.
Yeah, we thought so. I think Trombetta had horses in 5 or 6 races.
Right.
They were all pretty much live. Yeah, and couldn't find really any huge value in yesterday's card. Sir Alfred did great, 22.80. Kind of helped out the late pick 4, the
Nice
late
price
pick 5
there.
there for you. Sure, we had some shippers come in yesterday. Kelly Breen with a winner, Demasi with a winner. And how about Tim Grahams with that first-time starter, that filly?
Yeah.
7/8 of a mile coming out of the training at Charlestown. Boy, she won with a little bit something left. So the future looks bright for her.
Yeah, we're very impressive.
Ms. Creed was her name.
Ms. Creed
Yeah.
by Jimmy Creed. That's right. All right, so that was all yesterday. Let's show you what's going on today. We have the 105.7 Game Day Uncensored. They're here right now with their Ravens pregame show. They're up there at the new sports bar, second floor of the clubhouse. Kenny Wyman, Jerry Coleman, Vinny Serrato are up there. They'll be up there all the way until kickoff. We're about an hour away from game time. Ravens are out in Cleveland today. Who you like in the big
Pivotal
game?
match. I think the Ravens, I think they can squeak by. They never seem to travel well with Harbaugh. Harbaugh on the road is not good.
Right.
Yeah, they got the win last week, but this team's put together pretty strong. Balanced on both sides of the ball. If they go up there and just kind of avoid the mistakes, the turnover factor, I think they'll get away with maybe a field goal victory, maybe a touchdown.
All right, so you can go listen to that up at the sports bar. Also up there at the sports bar, the NFL Sunday Ticket. All the NFL games up there at the sports bar today here at Laurel Park. If you want to make some money betting the football games, well, we have our $3,000 football pick'em contest you can enter in up there at the sports bar. Just go up there, buy a program, and just ask anybody up there. They'll help you out, get you in that action for the $3,000 football pick'em contest up there at the sports bar today. We're on the turf today for a few of the races. Let's show you our track conditions here. Let's show you the picture of the tracks. Main track is fast. Turf will be yielding. We're on the bowl game and the Exceller turf courses today. Races 1, 2, 4, and 8 are still on the turf. They're all going long on the turf. 1, 2, 4, 8 still on the turf. Races 5, 7, and 10, they're all turf sprints. They are off the turf. So good we have a little turf action today.
Yeah, it's good to be back. And going back a couple days, the Exceller, the outer portion of that turf course was definitely a little bit softer. Maybe take that into consideration doing handicapping. Clearly, the inside portion was a little bit quicker on the bowl game. I would think that would hold status quo for this afternoon.
Okay, a nice maiden special weight here in race 1. Let's get right to it. We kick off the rolling super high 5 in the opener. Every race with 7 or more horses, we have the rolling super high 5, and that's a low 15% takeout, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1, we kick off the early pick 5. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park, your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. Mandatory payout here on the early pick 5. I'm going to go after the early pick 5 today. I have a ticket. Let's take a look. $24 play, a nice maiden special weight for 2-year-old fillies going a mile on the bowl game here in race 1. I'm going to go 4 deep using the 1, 3, 7, and the 9. My top pick here in the opener is the 9, She's Divine. That's going to be the favorite from the Tom Proctor barn, but 3 other fillies I like in the opener as well. We're going long on the Exceller turf course in the second. I'm going to go 2 deep there using the 6, Thanks Mom, and my top pick there, the 8, Baby Isabella. Race 3, that's a maiden 10 going a mile on the main track. I'll go with the 3 and the 6 in there. Race 7, we're going a mile on the bowl game turf course. Nice allowance race for 2-year-old fillies. I'm going to single on a heavy favorite in there, the 7, Helen, from the Claudio Gonzalez barn. Then race 6, we're off the turf in race 5. Race 5, we're off the turf. I'll go 3 deep there with the 6, 10, and the 13. A $24 ticket, early pick 5, mandatory payout on this early pick 5 starting in race 1. A real nice maiden special weight for 2-year-old fillies. 1 mile bowl game turf course, rail setting 17 feet. We have a video. We both have. You have the 9 on top as well.
I have the 1 on top.
The 1 on top.
I'll
My
take
bad. I have the 9 on top. We have a video spotlight of the 9, She's Divine, from the Tom Proctor barn. Here's the race at Laurel Park going 6 furlongs against Maiden Special Weight Company on August 17th.
She's on the lead. She's clear into the stretch over a firm going and gets collared by Sexy Yama. but she battles back and holds awfully game to the wire. Looks like she's just going to kind of fade away here past the leaving the 8th pole, but no, she just digs in gamely. Sexyama goes clear, battling back, only beaten 3 parts of a length is She's Divine. Now she's stretching out. Out of that race, you're going to see the late run of my top pick, Ask Stacy, the 8th, kind of splitting rivals late after being a little bit green through the stretch. So we got a little bit of action on her. Ask Stacy, I think, stretching out, has a race under her belt. Since then, She's Divine been laid off since August the 17th. I think on the stretch out, this will be first time Lasix on the turf for Ask Stacy. Mare with stakes place going long on the grass. I like her a little bit better price here with the 1. Ask Stacy maybe wears down that speed.
Yeah, homebred for Robert Evans by Magician. That's a young Galileo stallion. Magician won the Breeders' Cup turf at Santa Anita, I believe. So the 1 should get a real nice trip by Sheldon Russell. So 1-9 for you, 9-1 for me. We both like the 3 as well. Community Watch for the Hall of Famer Shug McGahee. 2-year-old filly by Street Sense, a homebred here for Stuart S. Janney III. The debut, a useful effort, going a mile on the main track. It came off the turf that day. Maiden special weight, a good 4th. Was a little unruly at the gate. Yeah. Hopefully they've corrected those issues. She has a nice mile dirt race under her belt. Now they get to the turf. That's what they were trying to get to begin with. Forest Boys and Shug McGahee, they've done awfully well here at Laurel recently. They're 28% with a nice big positive ROI.
I think experience will help the stamina factor getting that mile race on the 8th of September. 2 route-winning siblings, including Hardly Home, who broke its maiden over this Laurel turf course going long.
And you like the 10 there. Laska, first-time starter for Michael Matz, homebred for George Strawbridge Jr., 2-year-old filly by Point of Entry. Rider change on the 10. Laska make the rider Georgie Vargas Jr. on the 10.
I guess McCarthy's going to go with the horse that comes in, right?
Yes, the 11. Yeah, I don't have a scratch on that horse.
That's right, the 11. Surprise again, right? So gets in, has a race on his, but Monkey's uncle came back to win with the Salima, if I'm not mistaken. The 10 I use, I look at the breeding here. Emerald Beach, graded stakes winner on the grass. Lone Sit by Kitten's Joy was 0 for 2. I'm willing to forgive that. Bred certainly to go get a route of ground. Would like to see the Lasix on, but Mats doesn't win with a big percentage of horses first out going long, but the ROI is there, and I think this horse will escape at a little bit of a price.
All right, so race 1, scratch to 4, change of control, and please note the 11 surprise again does draw in off the AE and gets Trevor McCarthy aboard for Christophe Clement. So a real nice maiden special weight for 2-year-old fillies there in the opener. Let's turn the page here. I like the early pick 5 today. You like the early pick 4. That starts here in race 2. Let's check out your ticket, see how you played it.
Yeah, pretty simple ticket, $13.50. I was going to try to beat the 13 in race 5 with the 3, but the 3 has become a late scratch, so we've got a ticket for $13.50. 6, 8, 10 to get you started. 2, 3, 8, 3 deep in race number 3. That's it, man. If you can almost punch the all button in there, that race is brutal. That 3rd race. 4th race, 2, 6, and 7. O'Malley has experience going on. Obviously, Helen going to get pounded off of that. Big buyer on the soft turf course, but No Mo Lady, she's going to run better. I mean, I think she's going to improve her number over that race, over her debut win. Look good doing it in the 5th race. Go ahead and single Tail of Dubai in that 3-horse field. Maybe Kenny Cox can squeeze one more out of this horse. Looks like the lone speed.
Okay, all right. So I like the action here on these early races. Let's take a look at the 2nd. We're going a mile and a 16th on the Exceller turf course. Rail at 70 feet, claiming 16,000 for 3-year-old fillies or older. Filly mares never won 3 is the condition. I have the 8 on top. You like the 8 as well here on the outside. The 8, Baby Isabella from the Kelly Breen barn. Breen with a winner yesterday. Georgie Vargas Jr. on this 4-year-old filly by Flower Alley. A good second. Similar level up there at Mama, flashed out, 16,003 life going long on the turf. A good second up there. Got a strong 65 buyer up there. That's a lifetime best for this filly. So I think the 8, Baby Isabella, in very good form right now for Top Connections.
Yeah, I think the 6, 8, 10. Hard to really split either one of these 3. You've got Vargas, a strong finisher on a course. It's going to be a little bit softer. Maybe he can carry Baby Isabella home. We talked about yesterday on the show. Kelly Breen, I think he was over 30% the last couple years when shipping in to Laurel. Awfully strong. I go with Meg Stone, the 10. A claim that looked like a giveaway, I guess, at Timonium. Maybe they were trying to get cute, get her eligible for nickel starters. I don't know, Stan. But I like the raise back in class. Antonio Quiles had his choice. He goes here. consistent numbers down at Tampa and get the route of ground. I think she's going to also sneak away at an okay value here in race number 2.
I think we have a rider change on the 10.
Do we? Okay. What do we have now, guys? My bad.
Ryan Powell. Make the rider Ryan Powell on the 10 Meg Stones.
Right.
Make the corrected weight 122.
Okay.
I use this horse.
Right.
I don't use this horse.
Well,
First off, the claim for the Farrier barn today. I didn't use the horse. See if the horse likes yielding turf. I was wondering about that.
Well, like I say, that was a scary dropping that horse to the nickel. Now we go to Powell. That's got me a little bit concerned. The 6, thanks, Mom, another one. She's consistent. She's running steady. Delaware running against the key horses, similar horses as the 8 Baby Isabella. But another thing, we're dealing with this softer ground. You know, a lot of inconsistencies here. I'm not sold on any, but I'm going to stay with the consistency of those top 3 picks.
Now, we both like the 6. Thanks, Mom. Very good form for Wasabi Ventures and Jesse Cruz. Raylu Gutierrez, I like what I've seen from him so far. He's got 5 winners here at the fall meet already from a limited amount of horses.
He's doing a nice job rating horses. He's pretty quiet on a horse, finishes well for a younger rider. Yeah, I think the future's bright for him.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 3, a maiden claiming $10,000 for filly mares 3 and up, going a flat mile on the main track. The 3-hour anthem, my top pick, 3-1 morning line here for Dale Capuano. Weston Hamilton on this 3-year-old filly. The last couple races, they haven't been too great. An okay 4th last out, going a mile in the slop. I think she'll be a little bit better today, going a mile on a fast track. Her best races have come going a mile against better company. This will be her 3rd time at the maiden 10 level. She finds a soft group today. I'll go with the 3-hour anthem on top here.
Yeah, this race is certainly absolutely wide open. If the 1 jumps up and wins it, that would be a shocker to me. Anybody else, I could see it. I could definitely see it. I go to the outside with Scarlett Tanager. I think will be a little bit better price than the 2 and the 3, but we've got the live rider in Gutierrez. Sprint a route. Barn doesn't run a lot, but it's a positive ROI. This barn, though, 3 for 79 the past 5 years. We're trying to get this horse and the trainer over the hump here with a win, but against the grain a little bit against the next out winner on September the 9th. This horse can be able to lay close. It's going to be a slugfest, no doubt about it, Stan, to the wire.
Yeah, wide open here in the 3rd. We like the same 4 runners there. Let's turn the page here. Race 4 is a real nice race. We kick off the middle pick 4 here in the 4th. We're going a flat mile on the bowl game with the rail at 17 feet. A nice first level allowance contest, optional claiming $50,000 for 2-year-old fillies. We both have the favorite on top, the 7 Helen, even money morning line here for Claudio Gonzalez, 2-year-old filly by Gio Ponte out of a Rahi mare. That's turf pedigree, top and bottom. This horse was very good on the main track. Broke her maiden here in the mud against Maiden Special Weight last July. Good second against Allowance Company on a main fast track early August. And had a little freshening, came back in a real tough Salima, going 6 furlongs on a yielding turf course and a good 3rd that day. Now we get blinkers on, second off the layoff. She likes the turf. She liked the yielding turf course. She's bred for the turf. Kevin Gomez, the regular rider, aboard for Claudio. We both have the 7 Helen on top. Lots to like about the favorite here in race 4.
Yeah, for the figure guys, it's awfully tough to make these big figures. And my partner Bill, he likes to do his own kind of numbers. When you're dealing with a yielding course and as soft as it was for the Salima at 69, it's a bigger jump up. But was it really that good? That's why you kind of take a little bit of grain of salt. She's proven she ran well. I mean, Monkey's Uncle was a horse I think coming off a maiden score up at Delaware from a capable barn. So yeah, she's the one to beat. I like O'Malley coming out of the race, the stakes race, also over a yielding ground at Saratoga. She's tactical. She's going to be forward. Trombetta there lurking. You talk about 3 wins yesterday.
Sure.
This filly's better than that number. I know she called a softer group. I think it was a restricted. Might have been a Virginia bred, or one of those sire, whatever spent the residency down there. Stan, is that what this race was? I believe.
No lady.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I believe it was a Maryland bred. It might have been a Maryland bred maiden special weight. That's my guess. Or Larry Johnson's. Maybe it was a Virginia certified.
Like one of those certified races, maybe Beale Street Creative Time. But anyhow, let's watch this video. Ridden out to the wire. They went slow early on August the 10th. But watch this filly. The last 1/8 of a mile, last 16th of a mile. She's toying with this field. Yeah, but she finishes up awfully strong. Ears pricked, very alert. Just a little bit of a left stick there and just ridden out now the final 16th of a mile. She had something left. You go into the breeding. That mare, Thunderous Lady, was a 3-time route winner on the grass. I really think she's going to appreciate the stretch out. I don't know if there's that much difference when you just flat out look at the surface of these numbers. We're going to find out. But I think No More Lady will appreciate the extra ground.
And we like a couple other ones in here. I have the 5 in my top 4 here. Just a Whim, Daniel Centeno on this 2-year-old filly for Mark Schumann. A nice win, going 7.5 furlongs against maiden special weight on a firm turf at Delaware back in July, and ran okay in the sorority up there at Monmouth. Didn't like the yielding turf course last out in the Salima, so that's a big concern today. But you do get a top rider with Daniel Centeno aboard. You like the 3 out and about a little bit from the Michael Moore barn.
Yeah, look, I overanalyze is about 13% just taking a stab. You see the barn, I think, when going back a little bit deeper, has been okay. First turf with a decent ROI with the runners. And one thing about Helen, I mean, blinkers on.
Yeah,
why I don't know. She ran well. She's run very well without him. First blinkers, he's 0 for 6. You know, not the most popular move. You know, profitable move for Claudia, but just interesting. I guess she's probably going to go right to the front. Maybe that's the tactics. Go ahead and dictate.
All right, looks like a nice group of 2-year-old fillies there in race 4. Nice allowance race to kick off the middle pick 4. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 today starts in race 5. No carryover. They hit it for almost 4,000 yesterday. One ticket took it down for a little over 3,900 yesterday. So we'll start fresh in the Rainbow Pick 6 today. That starts in race 5. We'll take a look right after this.
Join us for Jim McKay Maryland Million Day on Saturday, October 20th at Laurel Park. Come with friends and family to Maryland's Day at the Races. It's a celebration of Maryland's horses and lots of fun for all ages. First race is at 12 with 11 exciting races throughout the day. Families can enjoy the Kids Corral with activities for children of all ages. From live music to the annual hat contest, it'll be fun for all at Laurel Park Saturday, October 20th. For more information, visit MarylandMillion.com or LaurelPark.com.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 5 on our Big Ten race card. We're going 5.5 furlongs here on the main track in race 5. Here's a story for turf today. We kick off the Pick 6 here in the 5th race. Races 1, 2, 4, and 8 are still on the turf. Races 5, 7, and 10 are off the turf. So race 5 going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, rated fast, claiming 25,000. Wide open 25,000 for 3-year-olds and upward here. We both go 13, 10, 6 here. A cold top 3 here. 3-horse field here in the 5th. The 13, Tale of Dubai, entered main track only for this race by trainer Kenny Cox. He gets his wish. Sheldon Russell will ride this 5-year-old horse, an 8-time winner. He's made over $250,000. A nice win, dropping off the claim. Last out at 81 buyer. That was against open 20,000 claimers. Kenny Cox finds a nice spot first off the claim for this horse. The only question is he's running back pretty quick here, running back in about 7 or 8 days. He needed a little break after that August 11th race, and that got him back to the winner's circle late September. Now he's running pretty quick back here first off the claim.
I think he's lucky he's only catching a couple other rivals in here, to be honest with you. His first claim, he's 0 for 12 as Kenny Cox over the last year and a half. You're going after a barn. This horse was with Howard Brown, with Kevin Patterson, Michelle Nevin, capable barns. They were willing to part ways with this horse. Can he eke out one more on the front? Definitely has a speed advantage over this group.
Yep.
Is he a stone cold cinch? I don't think so.
Well, My Enigma's a nice horse for Claudio Gonzalez. This 6-year-old's made a bunch of money. Victor Carrasco will ride. Victor Carrasco's aboard for the last one. That came in a slop, so this horse does like the main track. He might like a sloppy a little bit better, but he has fired an 80 buyer speed figure before on the main track, the 10 My Enigma.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then the 6, Grandy Flora. He's no bum either. He's made a bunch of money for Richie Blue and Merriman. Jevion Toledo will ride. This likely might be a rider's race here in the 5th. They're not going to let the 13 get too far in front.
But their normal styles are to kind of sit a little bit further off those 2 horses and have things kind of develop on the front end. So that is the advantage for the bottom horse. He should be able to get away with a comfortable early fractions. He's really going to kind of have to go for him to come back to him. But as we said, bigger percentage barns, claiming barns, were willing to kind of part ways with him. That's my biggest concern.
All right, let's take a look here at the late pick 5 here. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 5. No carryover, but as always, that industry low, 12% takeout on the pick fives here at Laurel Park. We're going a mile and a 16th here in race 6, claiming 16,000 3-year-old fillies or filly mares. Never won 3. I'm going to go with the 7 on top. Emma's Diamond Diva from the Timmy Keefe barn. Trevor McCarthy will ride this 3-year-old filly. Didn't run too well last out, but that was against tougher starter Allowance Company. We get back to an easier spot today. This filly, a good second. 3 starts ago here at Laurel Park against straight 3-year-old fillies, 25,000 that day. She's 5 for 9 in the money here at Laurel Park, and I think she'll benefit from the class relief she gets today with Trevor McCarthy.
Yeah, and she's kind of had the number of Grease Lightning. She's been able to defeat her a couple times recently. Shorter field now, field of 6. Trevor should be able to draft towards the inside. She's run consistently faster. She can get the route of ground. A little higher price here for me, Bodega Bay on the front end. Maybe that race at Timonium was just an aberration. She beat her stablemate, Toby Girl, who'd been competitive, I think actually maybe 1 or 2 other than Allowance. Both of those went up to Mountaineer together. Didn't really fare well on that racetrack. I'm willing to give that a pass because of that track. We've seen horses go up there and just absolutely hate it. She runs back to the 2-back try. I think she's all right because you've got some speed in here with Aviles and Gotta Go and Clairvoyant. They all want to be forward. But clearly the horse to beat is the bottom. It's Emma's Diamond Diva.
Yeah, and we both like the 2 as well. Grease Lightning for the Hot Barn. Trombetta with 3 wins yesterday. Pimentel was aboard for all 3 winners. So both jockey, trainer having a big weekend here for the 2. Grease Lightning taking a little bit of a drop today. Cheapest this 3-year-old filly's been at for a little while. Cheapest maybe in her whole life today for the 2. Grease Lightning.
Yeah, you got Bodega Bay and Grease Lightning. They've won 3 races, but they get in because they're 3-year-olds, so a little advantage there. They seem to winner's circle a little more often.
Let's turn the page here. Nice allowance race here in the 7th race. We kick off the late pick 4 here in race 7, going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. It's a nice upper level 3 other than allowance feature here. Optional claiming 50,000. I go with the 6. We both have a cold 6-5-2-3 here in race 7. Everlasting Secret, sharp win 2-back against 2 other than Allowance Company. I was back in May at Pimlico, and then a decent third against 3 other than here at Laurel back in June. The winner of that race would come right back to win. Everlasting Secret's been freshened up since then. She's been working well in the mornings, extremely well. 3 strong bullet workouts coming in to today's to today's race. 47 for a half, 59 and 2, 5 furlongs, and 47 and 1 last Sunday here at Laurel Park. So it looks like the 6, Everlasting Secret, sitting on a big comeback race today.
She's going to have to bring her A game, no doubt about it, because Discreet Deceit's in the best form of her life. We saw Keep Your Distance come back and win again. Discreet Deceit is shown. She's got a rating gear as well. I guess the key, these two probably don't want to duel each other into the ground. Right. We'll see who goes the front. Complete riders race, a slight edge to Everlasting Secret. Damon does great with horses off of this type of layoff.
How about the 2 Enchanted Ghost here, coming off the layoff for Hammy Smith, 3-year-old daughter of Ghost Sapper, well-bred filly here. She's a stakes winner. She won the Wide Country last February. That was a straight 3-year-old filly race, but she beat some nice fillies in there. Deep Reds went on to have a real nice 3-year-old year this year. So Enchanted Ghost, she was good last winter. See how she is coming off the layoff today for Men's Grill Racing. They had a winner yesterday, so the owner having a big weekend. Hammy Smith, the trainer, Edwin Gonzalez on the 2 Enchanted Ghost.
No doubt. She's going to have to move up. But, boy, she made big strides those last couple of races before the layoff in February. Looks like she's doing great in the morning, ready to roll. But she has to improve a couple lengths to get by those top 2.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 8, nice big field here in the 8th race to kick off the final pick 3. We're going a mile and a 16th on the Exceller turf course. Rail setting at 70 feet, claiming 8,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. And we both like the 10 here. Brickyard Kitten, what a nice animal he is. 8-year-old son of Kitten's Joy. He's made over $250,000. He's a 4-time winner on the Laurel turf. 4 wins from 5 starts. The only time he didn't win, he was second. He's won 3 in a row. He's won 4 of his last 5. His last win came on a good turf course late July. He's been freshened up since then. Couple maintenance works over there at Pimlico since then. Alex Centron, his regular rider, aboard for Kieran McGee. It's a nice horse, but he's had about 2 months off. So hopefully he's ready to go, because he's going to be running on a tiring, yielding turf course today.
Honest as the day is long, and he's fun. You see him, he kind of gets into gear about the head of the stretch, and he just grinds you down. Brickyard Kitten, 1-3 straight, loves his turf course, can handle a little bit of soft ground. The biggest concern, I guess, is the $8,000 tag. You're willing to part ways with this horse this afternoon. He is 8, from the way you play the game ownership standpoint, this game you want to make money, right?
Yep.
That's the way you play the game. Kieran wins races, does this a lot. Nothing really to be scared about if you're going to wager. That's just the way they attack, and they've been profitable doing it for year after year after year. A little bit better price here with the 11 Silver Romeo. I don't see a lot of speed in this race. Silver Romeo is certainly capable. He keeps up against the right kind of horses. I think he's tactical, right to the front or just off of it. They're going to have to come get him through the final eighth of a mile.
I didn't use him, but you get Fergal Lynch. He's the master on the turf. Silver Romeo, 2-time winner here on the Laurel Grass. He's 9 for 16 in the money, so he likes this course. We both like the 3 Jose Seaview from the inside. The other Kieran McGee horse in here, Edwin Gonzalez, will ride this 7-year-old. He's only one win on the turf, but he's been on the turf a bunch of times. His last turf race right here at Laurel Park, a good third against Open 7500 on a firm turf course. So he hasn't been on a yielding turf course in a long time, not on his form at all. So we'll see how he likes the yielding turf course. He should get a nice ground-saving trip on the inside with Edwin Gonzalez aboard.
Yeah, I mean, there should be a little bit of flow. Gate Harbor K to the outside should kind of go on with the Great Harbor Key, I should say. Yeah, this horse has got back numbers to go back on. Can run into mid-70s, kind of just right off of the other Kieran runner, Brickyard Kitten. Wouldn't be a surprise Jose Seaview jump up and upset in that 5 or 6 to 1 range. I kind of see the race 14 goes, Silver Romeo kind of stalks. Gains command, top of the stretch, and then here come the closers. Can they kind of get up? But Silver Romeo, I think, is going to give you a good value shot here in the 8th.
All right, real nice turf route there in race 8. Let's turn the page. Starter allowance, $25,000. Starter allowance here in race 9. Optional claiming $25,000. We're going 6 furlongs on the main track here. I have the 6 on top. Tambora from the Ricky Silliman barn. Sheldon Russell on this 3-year-old son of Union Rags. Been in very good form since Silliman claimed this horse for $25,000 back in July. Won first off the claim against Maiden 25 going a half at Timonium. A decent third in the slop, 2 back, and in fact, and then a good second last out in the slop. So he's in good form those last couple slop races at this same starter allowance level. I think he might be even better on a fast track today. So I like that speed on the outside for the 6 Tambora in race 9.
Yeah, speed with the 1 Vineyard, speed with the 6 Tambora. Then you're going to have some other speed here with the 5 looking ready. We're going to go first time Claudio. That's good enough for me. Just send and go. This horse ran fast at 2. Comes in the barn here for 25 this afternoon. The other ones, they go with the 5. They could soften that up and clearly set it up for the 2 legitimate closers in here. The 7 Swing Step off time, but protected, and the 8 To Blave.
All right, I used the 5. Victor Carrasco is going to ride. Victor Carrasco on the 5, looking ready. Make the weight 118 there for Claudio Gonzalez. We both used the 1 Vineyard. It's going to have a lot of pressure early on. He gets Caramanos aboard for Ollie Figgins. Beaten favorite at this level last time. Finished 3rd behind Tambora, but he should be right there once again today. I hope we don't see the 1 and the 6 getting tangled up in a speed duel early. That might kill him.
Well, they're going to have to deal with this 5 too. This 5 is quick.
Yep.
And you're going speed horse now in the Claudio's barn. You can see even a little bit more speed.
Could set it up for a closer on the outside, like the 7 Swing Step.
Yep, exactly.
Or 2 Blave.
Yeah, they are going to be rolling late into this pace.
All right, so my fast early pace might set it up for the closers. In race 9, we'll see. Let's turn the page here. Race 10, we're off the turf, going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Nice first level allowance contest for filly mares 3 and up. Maryland bred, Maryland sired here in race 10. I go with the 2 on top. My Chessa Charm, Weston Hamilton on this 4-year-old filly by Edu by a sharp win first off the claim for the Mark Reed barn and Smart Angle LLP. That was at Timonium against Starter Allowance. Won by 7.5 with a strong 71 buyer. Now cutting back to 5.5 today. That's not going to bother My Chessa Charm. That was some improved speed in that win at Timonium. Let's see if they can use that use the early speed to her advantage once again today and go right to the front. Here's the race.
Yeah, I mean, we see the short comment there staying keen inside, right to the front, opened up 3 in a blink of an eye at Timonium. First off the claim here from Mark Reed and Smart Angle LLP. They've made some good claims and just rocking and rolling past the Ferris wheel into the stretch under some pressure under the right stick there and just cruises home, ridden out through the final 16th of a mile under J.D. Acosta. She looked like a different kind of filly this afternoon. Now, she's got to deal with Gloria's Gal. She's awfully quick as well. I think My Chested Charm, though, does have a rating gear. These two, it's kind of 1-2 around the racetrack for me.
Can we get a cold 2-3-9-7 here? Yeah, Gloria's Gal got in good form over there. Timonium, see if she can transfer that here back to Laurel where she trains for Schoenthal. The 9 on the outside, Nightmare. Ran okay on the main track last out at this Maryland Bred allowance level. Decent third for Donnie Barr. He gets Daniel Centeno to ride. Centeno rode her well last time. She should get a nice trouble-free trip on the outside today, the 9 Nightmare.
Yeah, that was an encouraging try last time out. Outran her odds, I thought, at 16-1, a little flattening out late, though. I think if the 2 and the 3 avoid a duel, any time of kind of an early duel, they should be able to control things around the racetrack in this shorter field.
All right, so cold 2-3-9-7 there in race 10. They're working on the main track. It should be a perfect fair playing fast track today. The turf rated yielding races 1, 2, 4, and 8 are on the turf. 5, 7, and 10 are off the turf. So good luck today. Some big fields on those turf races. All the football you can handle up there at the new sports bar, second floor of the clubhouse. You can you can pick the football games as well. Now you can make money here on the races for sure. Get the pick 5s and the pick 6, but you can make some money betting the football games here today with our $3,000 football pick'em contest.
Absolutely. I think this is a tough card on the football slate today. Kind of
tough card.
And put my selections in. So I struggle. I play a lot of dogs usually. That's kind of my angle. Today, maybe we'll have a change in the guard, maybe a couple more faves pop in. So let's get the Ravens home, can we? Can we just have not a sweat game, but it's always a sweat game with the Cleveland Browns.
I get the purple tie on. That's the best I can do.
All right.
Dave Rodman, he's coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.